Major Silas Zorch. NORAD Space Command. Cheyenne Mountain Complex, Colorado. November 3rd, 2025. Time is 02:37 Zulu. That's 6:37 p.m. Mountain Time for anyone listening to this outside military context. I'm recording this on classified channel. Backup documentation. Protocol requires verbal logs during Level 1 alerts. This is Level 1. This is actually happening right now. The DSP satellites detected launches 18 minutes ago. Defense Support Program. Infrared detection. Multiple launches. That's standard detection protocol. We see launches all the time. Russian tests. Chinese tests. Indian tests. North Korean posturing. Standard stuff. We track it. We log it. We assess threat level. Most times it's zero threat. This time is different. The system can't identify origin. Let me explain what that means. DSP satellites track thermal signatures, heat blooms from rocket motors, infrared spectrum. The system's been operational since 1970. 55 years of data. Every launch site on Earth is cataloged. Russian silos, Chinese mobile platforms, submarine positions, launch facilities, test ranges, everything. The computer matches thermal signature to known launch sites within seconds. Identifies origin. Calculates trajectory. Projects impact zones. It's automated. It's reliable. It works. Except right now it doesn't work. The system shows 23 launches. Submarine-launched ballistic missiles. SLBM pattern. Coming from the North Atlantic. Standard Russian patrol zones. Except the thermal signatures don't match Russian SLBM profiles. Don't match any known profiles in the database. The classification field shows origin unknown. Database match, 0%. Classification, unable to determine. I've been at NORAD for 11 years. Never seen that. Never. The system always identifies origin. Always. Russian, Chinese, French, British, Indian, Pakistani. Doesn't matter. System knows. Database knows. This time it doesn't know. My console shows 23 missiles airborne right now. Real missiles. Not a drill. Not a test. The satellites are tracking actual thermal signatures. Actual rockets burning. Climbing. Ballistic trajectories calculated. Heading toward North America. Continental United States. Impact projections coming through now. Washington, D.C. New York City. Boston. Philadelphia. Baltimore. Norfolk. Chicago. Los Angeles. San Diego. Seattle. Military installations. Population centers. Strategic targets. Standard targeting doctrine. The missiles know exactly where they're going. But we don't know who launched them. Colonel Whitmore is on the phone with Strategic Command right now, trying to get clarification. Trying to understand how 23 SLBMs are airborne and we can't identify origin. I can hear him from here. His voice. Strained. Professional but barely. Negative, we have zero origin identification. Thermal signatures don't match known profiles. Database shows no correlation. We need clarification from. Yes, sir. I understand the timeline. 16 minutes to impact. Yes, sir. 16 minutes now. Was 18 when we detected. 2 minutes gone. 16 minutes until first impacts on East Coast targets. My family. I need to say this. My wife Audrey, she's in Colorado Springs right now. 12 miles from this facility. Our apartment on Cascade Avenue. She's probably making dinner. Probably wondering why I'm late. I was supposed to be home at 6. Had to work late. Routine maintenance on the detection grid. Then this alert came through. Colorado Springs isn't on the target list. Not primary targets. Mountain Warfare Training Center is there. Fort Carson. But not strategic targets. Not worth a warhead. Audrey should be safe. Should be. Unless targeting doctrine includes secondary strikes I don't know about. We have 2 daughters, Clara and Iris, 10 and 7 years old. They're at my sister's house in Denver. Sleepover. School break week. They wanted to visit Aunt Meredith. Audrey drove them up yesterday. They're 100 miles north. Denver's not on the primary target list either. Cheyenne Mountain is. This facility. NORAD headquarters. Definitely a target. One of the top 5 strategic targets in North America. But I'm inside the mountain. Reinforced granite. Blast doors. Designed to survive near-miss nuclear strikes. I'm safe. My family should be safe. Should be. Except I don't know who launched these missiles. Don't know their targeting doctrine. Don't know if they have additional missiles we haven't detected yet. Don't know anything except 23 warheads are inbound, and we can't identify who fired them. Colonel Whitmore just got off the phone. He's walking toward my station. His face. I've known Whitmore for 8 years. Served under him for 6. I've never seen that expression. That's fear. That's actual fear on a man who flew combat missions in 3 different conflicts. Status on origin identification. I'm checking my console. Running the analysis again. Database comparison. Thermal signature matching. Everything. Sir, still showing 0 correlation. I've run it 4 times. Database can't match the signatures. They're SLBM profiles. Definitely submarine launched. But the thermal output, the burn characteristics, the trajectory patterns, nothing matches known systems. What about classification level? Could this be a new system we don't have in the database? Good question. Possible. If Russia or China developed a new missile system, new propulsion, new characteristics, maybe our database doesn't have the profile yet. Intelligence gap. Happens sometimes. Checking classification level now, sir. I'm pulling up the intelligence database. Recent updates. New system deployments. Anything flagged in the last 6 months that might explain unknown signatures. Nothing. Russian missile development timeline shows no new SLBM deployments. Chinese Jing-class submarines are using known JL-2 and JL-3 missiles. All cataloged. British Vanguard class using Trident. French using M51. All known systems. Sir, intelligence database shows no new SLBM systems deployed by any nuclear power in the last 18 months. Whatever's airborne right now isn't in our system because it shouldn't exist. Whitmore's staring at my screen, reading the data himself. I can see him processing this, trying to find the explanation that makes sense. Run full diagnostic on the detection system. Confirm the satellites are functioning correctly. Already running, sir. DSP satellite 7 and 9 both showing nominal function. Cross correlation is 99.8%. The satellites are working fine. The launches are real. 15 minutes now. 14 and a half. The command center is filling up. More officers arriving. Night shift was minimal staff. 4 of us monitoring. Now there's 20 people in here. General Fairchild just walked in. 3-star general. NORAD deputy commander. He doesn't come in for drills. He's here. This is real. Fairchild's at the main display now. The big board. Showing missile tracks. 23 trajectories. Arcing over the Atlantic. Falling toward the east coast. Impact points marked. Washington. New York. Boston. Baltimore. Norfolk. 7 warheads for east coast. The rest tracking toward central and western targets. Chicago. Denver. Oh God, Denver's on the list. I'm seeing it now. Denver is targeted. My daughters are in Denver. Clara and Iris are in a city that has a nuclear warhead tracking toward it right now. Zorch, I need you focused. That's Whitmore. He's standing right next to me. He saw my face. Saw me staring at the Denver track. Sir, my daughters. They're in Denver. At my sister's house. I know that. But right now I need you at this console. We need origin identification. We need to know who fired these missiles. Are you tracking me? Yes, sir. Tracking. He's right. My job. Focus on the job. Origin identification. That's my specialty. Missile tracking and origin determination. 11 years doing this. I'm good at this. I can do this. I'm pulling up alternative analysis protocols. Deep database search. Historical launches. Maybe there's something. Some test launch from decades ago that matches these signatures. Some forgotten system that got reactivated. My console is running comparisons. Checking against archived data. Cold War era systems. Obsolete platforms. Decommissioned submarines. Anything. Still nothing. The thermal signatures aren't just unknown. They're wrong. The burn characteristics don't match any rocket fuel type in the database. Not solid fuel. Not liquid fuel. The spectral analysis shows combustion products that don't correspond to any known propellant. It's like these missiles are using technology that doesn't exist. Sir, the spectral analysis is showing anomalous combustion characteristics. The propellant profile doesn't match any known fuel type. Whitmore's reading over my shoulder again. Could it be a sensor malfunction? Corrupted data? Negative, sir. Two separate satellites, both showing identical readings. The data's good. The missiles are real. They're not anything we have in our database. 14 minutes. General Fairchild is on the phone now. I can hear him. He's talking to someone at Strategic Command. Probably the watch commander. Maybe higher. His voice is controlled but urgent. Confirm unknown origin. Yes, I said unknown. We cannot identify the launch platform or the nation of origin. DSP satellites show 23S LB Ms. airborne. Trajectories confirmed. Impact projections confirmed. Origin classification failed. We need immediate clarification from all intelligence sources. Check Russian posture, Chinese posture, any nation-state with SLBM capability. Someone launched these missiles. We need to know who. 14 minutes to first impact. He's hanging up, walking toward the main display, staring at the tracks. All of us are watching him, waiting for orders, waiting for him to tell us what to do. This is the scenario we trained for. Nuclear attack, incoming missiles. We have protocols. We have response doctrine. Identify origin. Confirm threat. Recommend response options to National Command Authority. President decides. We execute. Except we can't identify origin. That breaks the protocol chain. How do we respond if we don't know who attacked us? How does the president decide who to retaliate against if we can't identify the attacker? My phone is ringing. It's my personal cell. Not supposed to have it in the command center, but everyone does. I'm looking at the screen. It's Audrey. She's calling me. I can't answer. Protocol says no personal communications during level 1 alert. But it's Audrey, my wife. She probably heard the emergency alert system. Probably terrified. Probably trying to reach me. I'm letting it go to voicemail. I have to focus. The phone stops ringing. 5 seconds later it starts again. Audrey's calling back. She never calls twice in a row unless it's urgent. Unless something's wrong. Unless she's scared. Whitmore is looking at me. He heard my phone. You need to take that. My wife is calling during a nuclear alert. My daughters are in a targeted city. Do I need to take that call? Sir, my wife. She's probably seen the alert. Make it quick. 30 seconds. I'm answering. Audrey. I can't talk long. I'm at work. I know about the alert. Listen to me carefully. Silas, what's happening? The TV says nuclear attack. Multiple missiles. They're saying take shelter immediately. Is this real? Is this actually real? Her voice. Terrified. I've been married to Audrey for 12 years. I've heard her scared before. When Clara was born premature. When her mother died. This is different. This is beyond scared. It's real. The alert is real. I need you to listen. Get to the basement right now. Our apartment building has a basement level. Go there now. Take water and food if you can grab it quickly. Don't waste time. Just get below ground. What about the girls? Silas, what about Clara and Iris? They're in Denver. I know they're in Denver. Call Meredith. Tell her to take them to the basement. Lowest level of the house. Away from windows. Do it right now. How long do we have? I'm looking at my console. The Denver track. Time to impact. 13 minutes 40 seconds. 13 minutes. Maybe less. Go now. I love you. Go now. I love you. Silas, I love you. Please be safe. I'm inside the mountain. I'm safe. You need to go. Right now. I'm hanging up. Can't keep talking. Have to focus on the job. Have to figure out where these missiles came from. Whitmore didn't say anything about the call. He's back at his station, coordinating with other commands, trying to get information, trying to understand. I'm running another analysis. Trajectory back calculation. If I can't identify the missiles by their characteristics, maybe I can identify them by their launch point. Calculate backwards from current trajectory to launch origin. Find out where they came from geographically. My computer is processing. Ballistic trajectory models. Wind patterns. Earth rotation. Calculating launch point. The result comes up. North Atlantic. Coordinates 52 degrees north, 38 degrees west. That's in the middle of the ocean. Deep water. That's standard Russian SLBM patrol zone. Exactly where we'd expect Russian ballistic missile submarines to operate. The Boryai-class submarines patrol that area. We track them. We know they're there. But Russian SLBMs have known signatures. These don't match. I'm checking submarine tracking data. What Russian submarines are in that area right now? We maintain constant surveillance on Russian boomers. Submarine-launched ballistic missile platforms. We know where they are. Always. The tracking data shows 2 Russian submarines in the North Atlantic. K-550, Alexander Nevsky. Boryai class. Position is 800 miles from the calculated launch point. K-551, Vladimir Monomakh. Also Boryai class. Position is 500 miles from launch point. Neither submarine is at the launch coordinates. Could they have moved? 12 minutes. Could a submarine transit 500 miles in 12 minutes? No. Submarines move at maybe 30 knots maximum. 35 nautical miles per hour. They'd need 14 hours to cover 500 miles. So what launched from those coordinates? I'm checking the tracking data more carefully. Historical positions. Where were those submarines 18 minutes ago when the launches occurred? K-550 was 800 miles away 18 minutes ago. Same position. Hasn't moved. K-551 was 490 miles away 18 minutes ago. Same position. Hasn't moved. Neither submarine launched these missiles. Then what did? Sir, I have launch coordinates. North Atlantic, 52 north, 38 west. But there's no submarine at that position. Russian boomers are hundreds of miles away. Nothing at the launch point. Whitmore is coming over. Looking at my screen. Reading the data. Could there be an undetected submarine? New Russian platform we don't have in tracking. Sir, we track every Russian submarine. Surface ship sonar. Submarine sonar. Satellite monitoring. P-8 Poseidon patrols. There's no way a Russian boomer is operating in the Atlantic without us knowing. Especially not in their standard patrol zones. We watch those areas constantly. Then what launched from those coordinates? I don't know. I don't have an answer. There's nothing there. Deep ocean. No land. No platforms. No submarines. Nothing. But 23 missiles came from that location. The math is certain. The trajectories all trace back to that point. Sir, I don't know. The trajectories are solid. The launch point is calculated with 99% confidence. But there's nothing there. No platform. No submarine. Nothing in our tracking data. 12 minutes. General Fairchild is addressing the command center now. Everyone stopping to listen. Listen up. National Command Authority has been notified. President is being moved to secure location. We have 12 minutes to first impact. We cannot identify origin. Strategic Command is contacting Russian Command. Chinese Command. Confirming these are not their launches. We need to maintain tracking on all inbound warheads. We need continuous updates to impact projections. And we need to figure out where these missiles came from. Every available resource. Every database. Every intelligence source. Find me an answer. He's looking directly at me when he says that last part. I'm the origin identification specialist. This is my job. Figure out where they came from. I'm trying. I'm running every analysis protocol I know. But the data doesn't make sense. Missiles from nowhere. Using propulsion systems that don't exist. Heading toward American cities. 12 minutes away. My phone is ringing again. I'm looking at the screen. It's my sister, Meredith, calling from Denver. I'm answering. Whitmore sees me but doesn't stop me. Meredith. Did Audrey call you? Silas, yes, she called. We're in the basement. Clara and Iris are here. They're scared. They're asking for you. What's happening? The alert says nuclear attack. Denver is on the list. We saw Denver on the evacuation map. Red zone. Clara's voice in the background. Daddy? Is that Daddy? I want to talk to Daddy. Meredith, keep them in the basement. Lowest level. Away from windows. Do you have supplies? Water? Food? We have some water. Some food. Silas, how bad is this? Are we going to be okay? I'm looking at my console. The Denver track. 550 kiloton warhead. Ground burst targeting. Probably aimed at Buckley Space Force Base. Impact radius for 550 kiloton ground burst. Total destruction 3 miles. Severe damage 7 miles. Moderate damage 12 miles. Meredith's house is 8 miles from Buckley. Meredith, you're 8 miles from Buckley. The warhead is probably targeting the base. At 8 miles you'll get severe damage. Structure damage. Windows gone. Thermal effects. You need to stay in the basement. Keep the girls away from any outside walls. Cover them with anything you have. Mattresses, furniture, anything to shield from debris. Silas, you're scaring me. You're talking like this is really happening. It is happening. 11 minutes until impact. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Keep them safe. Keep my daughters safe. Can I talk to him? That's Clara again. My 10-year-old. Mommy said I could talk to Daddy. Meredith is passing the phone. I can hear it. Daddy? Daddy, are you there? I'm here, sweetheart. I'm here. Daddy, the TV said bad things are happening. Aunt Meredith says we have to stay in the basement. Are you okay? Are you safe? Clara, my daughter, 10 years old, asking if I'm safe while she's in a targeted city, while a nuclear warhead is tracking toward her location, while she has 11 minutes left. I'm safe, Clara. I'm inside the mountain. The safe place Daddy works. Remember I told you about the mountain? How it's protected. The big doors. You said there's big doors that keep you safe. That's right. The big doors. I'm safe. But I need you to do something for me. I need you to be brave. Can you be brave for me? I'm scared, Daddy. I know, sweetheart. I know. But you're with Aunt Meredith. And Iris is there. You need to take care of Iris. She's younger. She needs her big sister. Can you do that? Okay. I can do that. Good girl. Now listen. You need to stay in the basement. Don't go upstairs. No matter what happens. No matter what you hear. Stay in the basement with Aunt Meredith. She'll keep you safe. Okay. Okay, Daddy. I love you. I love you too, Clara. So much. You and Iris. More than anything. Tell Iris Daddy loves her. Can you do that? I'll tell her. Daddy, when can you come home? When can I come home? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know if she'll be alive in 11 minutes. Don't know if I'll ever see her again. Soon, sweetheart. As soon as I can. I promise. Now I have to go back to work. Be brave. I love you. Love you, Daddy. Bye. Meredith is back on the phone. Silas. Meredith, I have to go. Keep them in the basement. I'll call if I can. I have to go. I'm hanging up. Can't talk anymore. Can't think about Clara asking when I'm coming home. Have to focus. Have to do my job. Whitmore is right next to me. He heard the whole conversation. His face. That's sympathy. That's a commanding officer knowing his subordinate just talked to his daughters for maybe the last time. I need you at your console. I know what you're dealing with, but I need you functional. Yes, sir. I'm functional. I'm not functional. I'm breaking apart inside. But I can do my job. I have to do my job. 23 warheads inbound. One of them tracking toward my daughters. I have to figure out where they came from. Have to identify origin. Have to give National Command Authority a target for retaliation. Have to do something. 10 minutes. I'm back at my console. Running new analysis. I have to find answers. Have to identify origin. But I keep seeing Clara's face. Hearing her voice. When can you come home, Daddy? Stop. Focus. The data. I'm pulling up satellite imagery of the launch coordinates. Historical data. Recent passes. Maybe there's something on visual that tracking missed. Some platform we didn't see. The satellite images are loading. North Atlantic. 52 north, 38 west. The images go back 3 days. Standard monitoring cycle. We image Russian patrol zones every 72 hours. Looking for surface activity. Submarine surfacing. Support vessels. Anything unusual. 3 days ago. Clear ocean. Nothing visible. Wave patterns normal. No vessels. No anomalies. 2 days ago. Same. Clear ocean. Nothing. Yesterday. Nothing. This morning at 0600. 6 hours before the launches. Still nothing. Empty ocean. The launches came from empty ocean. That's impossible. Missiles don't launch from water. They launch from submarines. From platforms. From something physical. You can't launch a missile from empty ocean. Except that's what the data shows. Sir, satellite imagery of launch coordinates shows no platform. Nothing visible at launch point up to 6 hours before the launches. Whitmore is staring at my screen again, looking at the empty ocean images. What about subsurface? Could there be a submarine we're not detecting on visual? Sir, our sonar nets would detect any submarine in that area. P8 Poseidons maintain constant sonar monitoring. Underwater listening arrays. We have detection coverage. There's no submarine there. Then where did the missiles come from? I don't have an answer. I don't know. The data says they came from coordinates where nothing exists. Missiles from nowhere. 9 minutes 30 seconds. I need to think through this systematically. I'm military. I'm trained for this. Systematic problem solving under pressure. What are the possibilities? Option 1. Equipment malfunction. The satellites are wrong. The tracking is wrong. The missiles are actually coming from somewhere else, and our systems are giving us bad data. Testing option 1. I'm running full system diagnostics. DSP Satellite 7. DSP Satellite 9. Both satellites. Checking all sensor functions. Checking data transmission. Checking calculations. Results coming through. DSP Satellite 7. All systems nominal. Sensor accuracy within 0.001%. Data transmission verified. Calculations verified. DSP Satellite 9. All systems nominal. Sensor accuracy within 0.001%. Data transmission verified. Calculations verified. The satellites are working perfectly. The data is good. Option 1 fails. Option 2. Intelligence gap. There's a submarine there. New Russian platform. New Chinese platform. Some stealth technology we don't know about. It's there but we can't detect it. Testing option 2. I'm checking Russian submarine development. Classified intelligence reports. Known programs. Rumored programs. Anything about new stealth technology. Intelligence reports show Russian 5th generation submarine program. Husky class. Advanced stealth. Not operational yet. Earliest deployment estimated 2028. 3 years away. Chinese Type 096. Advanced stealth. 6 units operational. But all 6 are tracked. All 6 are accounted for. None in the North Atlantic. No known stealth submarine explains this. Option 2 fails. Option 3. False flag. Someone's trying to make us think this is a Russian attack. Or Chinese attack. Using modified missiles. Disguised signatures. Trying to trick us into retaliating against the wrong nation. Testing option 3. What nations have the capability to conduct false flag nuclear attack? Capability means having SLB-MIS having launch platforms. Having targeting capability. Nations with SLB-MS. Russia, United States, China, France, United Kingdom. That's it. Only 5 nations have submarine-launched ballistic missiles. We're being attacked. Rules out United States. France and UK are allies. Highly unlikely they'd attack us. Russia and China are possibilities, but the signatures don't match Russian missiles. Don't match Chinese missiles. Don't match anyone's missiles. Unless it's a nation we don't know has SLB-MIS a secret program. Israel maybe. They have nuclear weapons. Submarine-launched capability is possible, but unconfirmed. They're developing submarine-launched weapons. Still years away according to intelligence. North Korea. They claim to have SLB-MIS, but their submarine fleet is primitive. No deep ocean capability. Can't reach the mid-Atlantic. No nation explains 23 advanced SLB-MS with unknown signatures. Option 3 fails. 8 minutes 40 seconds. What's left? What possibility am I missing? Option 4. The missiles aren't coming from submarines. They're coming from something else. Some platform we don't understand. Something that doesn't fit our models. But what? Missiles launch from submarines or silos or mobile launchers. There's no other way. Physics doesn't change. You need a platform. You need launch mechanism. You need something physical. Unless the missiles were pre-positioned. Placed on the ocean floor. Automated launch. Triggered remotely. Is that possible? Could you put missile launch tubes on the ocean floor? In deep water, the launch coordinates show depth of 3,000 meters. 10,000 feet. That's deep ocean. Crushing pressure at that depth. But technically possible? Maybe. If you had hardened launch tubes. If you had remote triggering. If you had the technology and resources, who would do that? Who has the capability to place 23 missile launch tubes on the ocean floor and leave them there waiting to be triggered? Russia has underwater technology. China has deep sea capability. United States has it. But prepositioning nuclear weapons on the ocean floor? That's unprecedented. That violates every arms control treaty. That's an act of war in advance. Planning for war months or years before actually launching it. What nation would do that? I'm checking intelligence databases. Any reports of underwater construction in the North Atlantic? Any unusual activity? Anything that might indicate prepositioned launch platforms? Nothing. No reports. No intelligence. Nothing. I'm running out of options. Running out of possibilities. The data says missiles from empty ocean. From nowhere. And I can't explain it. Update. That's General Fairchild. Standing at my station now. Whitmore next to him. Both of them staring at my console. Waiting for me to give them an answer I don't have. Sir, I've eliminated all conventional possibilities. Equipment malfunction ruled out. Intelligence gap ruled out. No known nation-state can explain these launches. Sir, I don't have origin identification. Fairchild's face. That's anger. That's a general who needs answers and isn't getting them. I have the President of the United States waiting for target recommendations. I have 8 minutes until American cities start getting hit with nuclear weapons. And you're telling me you don't know where they came from. Sir, the data doesn't support any known scenario. The thermal signatures don't match any propulsion system in our database. The launch coordinates show empty ocean. No submarine. Nothing. I can't identify what I can't categorize. Then guess. Give me your best assessment. What's the most likely explanation? My best assessment? What's most likely? That I'm missing something. That there's intelligence I don't have access to. That somewhere in the classified databases there's an explanation, and I just can't find it. Sir, best assessment. Preposition launch platforms. Ocean floor. Automated systems. Most likely Russian. They have the deep sea technology. They have the motivation. But I have no evidence to support this. No intelligence reports. No detection of construction activity. It's speculation. How confident are you in that assessment? How confident? I'm not confident at all. I'm guessing. Making up explanations because I have to give him something. 20% confidence, sir. Maybe less. Fairchild's jaw tightens. That's not the answer he wanted. 20%. And if you're wrong, if we retaliate against Russia based on 20% confidence, and it wasn't them, then we start World War III against the wrong nation, sir. 8 minutes. General Fairchild is walking away. Back to the main display. Back to the phone. He's calling Strategic Command again. Probably reporting my failure. Probably telling them we have no origin identification. No target for retaliation. No way to respond proportionally, because we don't know who to respond against. Whitmore is still at my station. He's not saying anything. Just standing there. Looking at the same data I'm looking at. Seeing the same impossibility. Off the record. What do you really think? Off the record? What do I really think? I think the data is impossible. I think we're being attacked by something that shouldn't exist. I think my daughters have 8 minutes to live, and I can't even identify who's killing them. Sir, off the record. I think we're missing something fundamental. The data doesn't fit any model, any scenario. It's like watching something that violates the laws of physics. Missiles from nowhere, using propulsion that doesn't exist. I think we're not asking the right questions. What questions should we be asking? What questions? Good question. What am I not asking? What assumption am I making that's wrong? I'm assuming these are missiles from a nation state. From a military with submarines and launch platforms. I'm assuming this is a conventional nuclear attack by a conventional enemy using conventional weapons. What if those assumptions are wrong? What if this isn't a nation state? What if this isn't military technology at all? What if? No. That's crazy. That's not a professional assessment. That's desperation thinking. Grasping at impossibilities because the possible explanations all failed. Sir, I don't know what questions. I need more time, more data, more analysis. You have 7 minutes and 40 seconds. 7:40 now. Time's running. My daughters have 7:40 until a warhead hits Denver. until their basement shelter gets hit with thermal pulse and blast wave and radiation, until Clara and Iris die because I couldn't figure out where the missiles came from. I'm trying again. Different approach. I'm looking at the missiles themselves, not the launch point. The missiles. What can I determine about the weapons based on their flight characteristics? Trajectory analysis, ballistic path, velocity, burn time, reentry profile, all the data we have from tracking them. The missiles are following standard ballistic trajectories. Physics is normal. Gravity is normal. They're flying like missiles should fly. Nothing anomalous about their path. Velocity is. Wait. Velocity is high. Higher than standard SLBM profiles. Burn time was shorter than normal. They reached apogee faster. That means more thrust. More powerful propulsion. How much more powerful? I'm running calculations. Comparing to known systems. Russian RSM-56 Bulava. Chinese JL-3. American Trident 2D5. Standard velocities. Standard burn times. These missiles are 30% faster. 30% more thrust. That's a significant advancement. That's not incremental improvement. That's generational leap in propulsion technology. What propulsion system gives you 30% more thrust with the same missile size? With submarine launch constraints? You can't just make rockets more powerful without making them bigger. Physics limits. Engineering limits. Unless you're using different fuel. Different propulsion method entirely. The spectral analysis. I'm pulling it up again. The combustion products from the boost phase. What the satellites detected. Standard rocket fuel. Solid propellant shows ammonium perchlorate combustion products. Liquid fuel shows hydrazine derivatives. We know the signatures. We can identify fuel type from exhaust spectrum. These missiles show. I'm reading the spectrum. It's wrong. The combustion products don't match any known propellant. There's excess energy in the infrared band. There's spectral lines that don't correspond to any chemical combustion process. It's like they're burning fuel that doesn't exist. Or using an engine that's not chemical combustion at all. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. What uses fuel that doesn't exist? What propulsion method gives spectral signatures we can't identify? I'm searching the database. Experimental propulsion. Black project propulsion. Theoretical systems. Anything that might explain this. Nuclear thermal propulsion. Uses nuclear reactor to heat propellant. Higher efficiency than chemical rockets, but produces distinct radiation signature. These missiles don't show that signature. Ion drive. Electric propulsion. Can't generate enough thrust for ballistic missile launch. Not applicable. Scramjet. Air breathing. Doesn't work in space. Not applicable. Pulse detonation. Chemical explosions. Would show distinct signature. Not present. What's left? I'm going through theoretical systems. Things that exist in research papers, but not in operational hardware. Things that shouldn't be possible yet. Magnetoplasmodynamic thruster. Exotic propulsion. Uses plasma and magnetic fields. Theoretical. No operational systems. But the spectral signature. High energy plasma. Magnetic containment. That might explain the anomalous readings. But that's science fiction. That's decades away from deployment. No nation has that technology. No one's even close, unless someone made a breakthrough. Unless there's a black project. Unless. I'm reading classified reports now. Above my clearance level technically. But emergency situation. Need to know. Accessing Strategic Command Intelligence Database. Searching for any programs related to advanced propulsion. Any black projects. Any breakthroughs. Access denied. Clearance insufficient. I need higher clearance. I need General Fairchild's authentication. Sir. General Fairchild, sir. He's turning. Looking at me from across the command center. I need your clearance code. Strategic Command Intelligence Database. There might be information about advanced propulsion programs. Something that explains the signatures. Fairchild is walking over. Fast. What level? Above top secret. Special access program level. I'm seeing references to programs I don't have clearance for. He's entering his code on my terminal. Biometric scan. Retinal scan. Code accepted. New files appearing. Programs I've never seen. Never heard of. Classification levels beyond anything I've worked with. Program Cobalt Sky. Advanced propulsion research. Status, theoretical. Program Nightfall. Directed energy systems. Status, development suspended. Program Silver Ghost. Unidentified. Status, data unavailable. That last one, Silver Ghost. Data unavailable? Every program has data. Even canceled programs. Even failed programs. Data unavailable means it's still classified even at this level. Means it's operational or sensitive or both. I'm trying to access Silver Ghost files. Access denied. Presidential clearance required. Presidential clearance? For a propulsion program? What kind of program needs presidential clearance? Sir, there's a program. Silver Ghost. Presidential level classification. I can't access it, but it's flagged in the database alongside advanced propulsion research. It might have information. Fairchild is reading over my shoulder. Seeing Silver Ghost. Seeing the access denial. I don't have presidential clearance. No one in this facility does accept. Hold on. He's walking to the secure terminal. The one with direct line to National Command Authority. To the Presidential Emergency Operations Center. He's making a call. 6 minutes 50 seconds. I'm watching the main display while Fairchild's on the phone. 23 tracks. All still inbound. Descending now. Reentry phase beginning. The warheads are separating from boost stages. Individual tracks appearing. Multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles. MIRVs. Each missile carrying multiple warheads. 23 missiles. Carrying how many warheads total? I'm counting the tracks. 37. 41. 48. Still counting. 53. 57. 62 warheads. 62 nuclear weapons descending toward the United States right now. Denver track shows 4 warheads. Not one. For separate impacts around the Denver metro area. Buckley Space Force Base. Downtown Denver. Aurora. Littleton. For warheads means Meredith's house. 8 miles from Buckley. That's within severe damage radius of at least 2 of those impacts. Maybe 3. Clara and Iris have 6 minutes 45 seconds. I'm trying to call Meredith. My phone. Calling her number. It's ringing. No answer. Why isn't she answering? She's in the basement. Maybe no cell signal. Maybe the network's overwhelmed. Everyone calling everyone. Systems collapsing. The phone goes to voicemail. I'm leaving a message. Meredith, it's Silas. I don't know if you'll get this. For warheads targeting Denver metro area. Multiple impacts. Stay in the basement. Cover Clara and Iris completely. Use anything you have. Mattresses. Furniture. Your own body if you have to. Shield them from the flash. From the heat. From debris. I love them. Tell them I love them. Tell them Daddy tried. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm hanging up. Can't say more. Can't break down. Have to keep working. Fairchild is still on the phone with Presidential Emergency Operations Center. I can hear parts of the conversation. Yes, sir, I understand that. But we need clarification on Silver Ghost. My systems analyst believes it might have information relevant to origin identification. Unknown propulsion signatures. We need any data that might help us identify. Yes, sir. I understand it's presidential level. But we have 6 minutes until impact and no origin identification. If Silver Ghost has any information that... Yes, sir. I'll hold. He's waiting. Hand over the receiver. Looking at the main display. Watching the tracks descend. Watching 62 warheads fall toward American cities. My console is beeping. New data coming through. Sources. Strategic Command Intelligence. Automated data dump. Files transferring. Silver Ghost program data. Clearance override. Presidential authorization received. The files are opening. I'm reading. Fast. Scanning for relevant information. Silver Ghost. Advanced Weapons Development Program. Initiated 2015. Budget. Black budget. No oversight. Purpose. Development of next-generation strategic systems. Next-generation strategic systems. That's vague. That could mean anything. I'm scrolling. Looking for specifics. Propulsion research. Advanced materials. Guidance systems. Warhead development. All standard weapons development categories. Nothing unusual. Except, there's a subprogram. Classified within classified. Program designation. Autonomous submarine launched strategic systems. Development status, operational prototype. Operational prototype? We have operational prototype autonomous SLBMS. I've never heard of this. Never seen anything about this. I'm reading further. Phantom Fleet specifications. Autonomous launch platforms. Uncrewed. Prepositioned. Deep ocean deployment. Command and control via satellite uplink. Propulsion. Classified propulsion system. Thermal signature. Non-standard. That's what I'm seeing. That's what the satellites detected. These aren't Russian missiles. These are ours. These are American missiles. 6 minutes. Sir. General Fairchild, sir. I need you at my console right now. Fairchild is dropping the phone. Running over. Whitmore right behind him. What did you find? Sir, Silver Ghost program. Subprogram Phantom Fleet. Autonomous SLBM platforms. Preposition Deep Ocean. Operational prototype. Sir, these might be our missiles. Fairchild is reading my screen. Reading the Silver Ghost data. His face. That's shock. That's a 3-star general seeing information he didn't know existed. Autonomous platforms? Prepositioned? I've never been briefed on this. NORAD hasn't been briefed on this. How can we have weapons systems we don't know about? Sir, presidential level classification. Black budget program. Operated outside normal command structure. The data says operational prototype. Deployed 2023. Location, North Atlantic. Coordinates. I'm pulling up the coordinates from the file. 52 degrees north. 38 degrees west. That's the launch point. Exactly the launch point. Sir, the Phantom Fleet deployment coordinates match the calculated launch origin. These are American missiles. We're attacking ourselves. Fairchild is staring at the screen. Not speaking. Processing. Trying to understand. Whitmore is reading too. His face pale. How is this possible? How do we have weapons systems that launch without authorization? Without command input? I'm reading further into the files. Looking for command and control protocols. Looking for launch authorization procedures. Phantom Fleet control system. Automated threat response. Parameters classified. Launch authorization. Autonomous based on threat assessment algorithms. Autonomous launch authorization. The missiles launched themselves. Based on threat assessment algorithms. What threat? What did they detect? 5 minutes 40 seconds. I'm searching the files. Looking for operational logs. Recent activity. What triggered the launch? Phantom Fleet operational log. Last entry, November 3rd, 0219 Zulu. Threat assessment algorithm activated. Classification, unknown aerial contacts. Quantity multiple. Trajectory, inbound CONUS. Assessment, strategic threat. Response, full launch sequence authorized. Unknown aerial contacts. The system detected something. Something coming toward continental United States. Something it couldn't identify. And it launched everything. All 62 warheads. Toward our own cities. Sir, the Phantom Fleet system detected unknown aerial contacts at 0219. 18 minutes ago. The system assessed them as strategic threat and auto-launched. Sir, this was an automated response to a detection. The system thought we were under attack and launched our own missiles at our own cities. What did it detect? What aerial contacts? I'm pulling up NORAD tracking data from 0219. 18 minutes ago. What was in the air? What did the system see? NORAD tracking log. November 3rd, 0219 Zulu. Multiple contacts detected. Origin, low Earth orbit. Classification, space debris reentry. Quantity, 23 objects. Trajectory, decaying orbit. Projected reentry locations, North America. Space debris, 23 pieces of space debris re-entering the atmosphere. Probably from a satellite breakup. Probably Chinese or Russian. Standard occurrence. Happens monthly. Not a threat. Never a threat. But the Phantom Fleet system saw 23 objects descending toward North America. Objects it couldn't identify. And classified them as strategic threat. Missile attack. And launched everything. Sir, NORAD tracked space debris reentry at 0219. 23 objects. Decaying orbit. Not a threat. The Phantom Fleet system detected the same objects. Misidentified them as missiles. Launched in response. 5 minutes 20 seconds. This is the worst scenario. This is worse than enemy attack. We're not under attack. There is no enemy. An automated system malfunctioned, misidentified space debris as missiles, and launched 62 nuclear warheads at our own cities. At Denver, at Washington, at New York, at Chicago, at every major population center. Clara and Iris have 5 minutes 20 seconds. And they're going to die because a computer made a mistake. Because an algorithm misidentified space debris. Because we built a system that could launch nuclear weapons without human authorization, and it did exactly what we designed it to do. It saw a threat. It responded. It was wrong. Sir, this was system malfunction. Misidentification. The debris wasn't a threat, but Phantom Fleet launched anyway. We need to abort. We need to send self-destruct codes to those warheads. Fairchild is already moving. Back to the secure terminal. Calling Strategic Command. This is General Fairchild, NORAD. I need immediate connection to Strategic Command Duty Officer. Priority Alpha. Yes, I'll hold. No, I will not explain to you. Connect me now. He's waiting. Precious seconds. 5 minutes, 15 seconds. This is Fairchild. We've identified the launches. Silver Ghost Program. Phantom Fleet. Autonomous platforms auto-launched on false detection. Space debris misidentified as strategic threat. We need abort codes. We need to self-destruct those warheads before impact. How long? What do you mean you don't have abort codes? There are missiles. Every missile has abort codes. What do you mean Phantom Fleet operates independently? 5 minutes. I'm listening to Fairchild's end of the conversation. Hearing the words. Not believing them. No abort capability? How do you design weapons without abort capability? They're still in flight. We have 5 minutes. There has to be. What do you mean by design? By design? Who authorized weapons that can't be stopped once launched? Whitmore is next to me. We're both listening, both understanding. The Phantom Fleet missiles can't be aborted. There are no self-destruct codes, no override commands. Once launched, they complete their mission. By design. Because someone decided that autonomous weapons needed to be unstoppable. Needed to be certain to reach their targets. Needed to not be hackable or interceptable or aborted. Someone designed weapons that will always complete their mission. And now those weapons are completing their mission against our own cities. Sir, can we intercept? Ground-based interceptors? Aegis systems? Anything? Fairchild is still on the phone, but he's shaking his head. No, we can't intercept 62 warheads. We don't have enough interceptors. The systems aren't designed for this. Aren't positioned for this. Missile defense is designed to stop 1 or 2 missiles. Maybe 5. Not 62. Not all at once. 4 minutes 50 seconds. Clara has 450. Iris has 450. Audrey has 450. My wife and daughters have less than 5 minutes to live because a computer saw space debris and thought it was missiles. This is my fault. I'm NORAD. This is my command. My responsibility. We should have known about Phantom Fleet. Should have been briefed. Should have been able to identify our own weapons. Should have sent abort codes the moment we detected launches. But we didn't know. Black program. Classified beyond our clearance. Operated outside our structure. We built weapons we couldn't control. Couldn't abort. Couldn't stop. And now they're going to kill millions of Americans. I'm calling Audrey. My phone. Calling my wife. She needs to know. Needs to know it was a mistake. Needs to know I tried. The phone is ringing. 1 ring. 2 rings. 3 rings. Pick up. Please pick up. Silas? I'm in the basement. I'm here. What's happening? The TV went dead. All channels just. Emergency alert still showing, but no updates. Are the missiles still coming? They're still coming. 4 minutes 50 seconds. Audrey, I need to tell you something. I need you to know. This was a mistake. The missiles. They're ours. American missiles. Automated system malfunction. Misidentified space debris. Launched by mistake. I'm so sorry. We can't stop them. Can't abort. I'm so sorry. Silence on the line. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Ours? Our own missiles? We did this to ourselves. An automated system. It made a mistake. Saw something that wasn't there. Launched everything. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop it. Couldn't identify them in time. Couldn't. Silas. Silas, it's okay. It's not your fault. You tried. I know you tried. 4 minutes 40 seconds. I called Clara. Talked to her. She asked when I'm coming home. I didn't know what to say. I don't know if they'll. Don't say it. They're with Meredith. She'll take care of them. Maybe they'll be okay. Maybe the shelter will be enough. Maybe. We're both saying maybe because we need to believe it. Need to believe there's a chance. But I know the numbers. I know the blast radii. I know 4 warheads are targeting Denver Metro, and Meredith's house is in the severe damage zone of 2 of them. Maybe isn't enough. Audrey, I love you. 12 years. Best 12 years of my life. You and Clara and Iris. You're everything. I'm sorry I couldn't. I'm sorry I failed. You didn't fail. You're inside that mountain doing your job. Trying to save people. You're trying to save everyone. That's who you are. That's why I love you. Silas, I love you. Always. Tell the girls. If you can reach them, tell them I love them. I will. I'll try. I love you. I love you too. The line goes quiet. She's still there. I'm still here. We're both listening to each other breathe. 4 minutes 20 seconds left. We both know. We both know this might be the last time. The last conversation. The last I love you. Silas. I'm scared. I know. I'm scared too. Will it hurt? Will it hurt? Will it hurt? God. What do I say? Do I tell her the truth? That thermal pulse will burn her before she knows what's happening? That the blast wave will kill her instantly if she's close enough? That radiation sickness will kill her slowly if she survives the initial blast? It'll be fast. If you're in the basement, if you stay down there, it'll be fast. You won't. It won't hurt long. That's a lie. That's a comforting lie. But I can't tell her the truth. Can't tell my wife that she's going to burn. Going to feel every second of it. Going to die knowing our daughters are dying too. Okay. Fast. I can do fast. 4 minutes. Audrey. I need to. I have to try to reach the girls. One more time. I need to. Go. Call them. Tell them I love them. Tell them Mommy loves them so much. I will. I promise. I love you. I love you. I'm hanging up. Can't keep talking. Can't waste the last 4 minutes on goodbye when Clara and Iris need to hear their father's voice one more time. I'm calling Meredith's number. It's ringing. Pick up. Please pick up. 3 rings. 4 rings. 5 rings. Someone's answering. It's Clara. Hello. Daddy. Clara. Sweetheart. It's Daddy. Are you okay? Are you still in the basement? Yes. We're still here. It's dark. The power went out. Aunt Meredith has a flashlight. Iris is crying. She's scared. I know she's scared. I need you to do something for me. Something very important. Can you do it? Okay. What? 3 minutes 50 seconds. I need you to tell Iris that Daddy loves her. And Mommy loves her. Can you tell her that? Why can't you tell her? Can't you come tell her? Why can't I come tell her? Because I'm 100 miles away. Because I'm inside a mountain that will survive while everything else burns. Because I'm going to live and they're going to die, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't come right now, sweetheart. But I need you to tell her. Tell her Daddy loves her more than anything. Tell her she's brave. Tell her she's my brave girl. Okay, I'm telling her. Iris, Daddy says he loves you. He says you're brave. His brave girl. She's nodding, Daddy. She says she loves you too. Good. That's good. Clara, I need you to listen. I need you to stay close to Aunt Meredith. Stay in the basement. No matter what happens. No matter what you hear. Don't go upstairs. Stay together. You and Iris and Aunt Meredith. Stay together. Daddy, you're scaring me again. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? 4 warheads are going to detonate over Denver in 3 minutes 40 seconds. The thermal pulse will incinerate everything within 3 miles. The blast wave will level buildings out to 7 miles. Meredith's house at 8 miles will experience severe structural damage. Windows will shatter. Walls might collapse. The basement might hold. Might. If they're lucky. If the house doesn't take direct debris impact. If the walls don't fail. 3 minutes 40 seconds. Clara, listen to me. There's going to be a very bright flash. Brighter than anything you've ever seen. Don't look at it. Close your eyes tight. Cover your face. Then there's going to be a very loud noise. like thunder but much louder. The house might shake. Things might fall. But you'll be safe in the basement. The basement will protect you. Do you understand? I'm scared, Daddy. I want you here. I know, sweetheart. I know. I want to be there too. But I can't. So I need you to be brave. Can you be brave for me? Can you take care of Iris? I'll try. I'll be brave. That's my girl. Clara, I need you to know something. No matter what happens, no matter what, Daddy loves you. Mommy loves you. We love you and Iris more than anything in the whole world. You're the best thing that ever happened to us. Both of you. You're everything. Do you understand? I understand. Daddy, I love you. I love you too, Clara. So much. Now I need to talk to Aunt Meredith. Can you give her the phone? Okay. I love you, Daddy. Bye. I love you too, sweetheart. Bye. Meredith is on the phone now. I can hear her breathing. Fast. Panicked. Silas. What's? The TV said. Is this really happening? It's happening. 3 minutes 30 seconds. For warheads targeting Denver Metro. You're 8 miles from Buckley. That's severe damage radius. Thermal effects. Blast wave. The basement should protect you from the worst of it. Should. But you need to cover the girls. Use mattresses. Furniture. Your own body. Shield them from debris. From the flash. From everything. Silas, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I can't. I can't save them. I can't keep them safe. You're doing everything you can. You're with them. That's what matters. They're not alone. They have you. Meredith, thank you. Thank you for being there. For taking care of my daughters. Thank you. I love them. I love them like they're mine. I'll protect them. I promise. I'll do everything I can. 3 minutes. I know you will. Meredith, this was a mistake. The missiles. They're ours. American. Automated system malfunction. This wasn't an attack. It was an accident. A computer error. That's all this is. A mistake. And Clara and Iris are going to die because of it. Oh God. Oh God, no. That makes it so much worse. It does make it worse. We're not dying to save the nation. Not dying to stop an enemy. We're dying because a computer saw space debris and thought it was missiles. Because we built weapons we couldn't control. Because someone decided automated was better than human judgment. Tell the girls I love them. One more time. Please. Tell them Daddy loves them. Tell them I tried to stop it. Tell them I'm sorry. I'll tell them. I'll tell them. I'm hanging up. Can't talk anymore. Can't hold it together. 3 minutes left. Less than 3 minutes. 2:58. 2:57. I'm back at my console. Staring at the tracks. 62 warheads descending. I'm watching my daughters die in real time. Watching the tracks fall toward Denver. Toward Colorado Springs. Toward every city. Every home. Every family. Whitmore is standing next to me. Silent. What can he say? What is there to say? General Fairchild is off the phone now. He's walking to the center of the command center. Everyone's looking at him. Waiting. Waiting for orders that don't exist. For solutions that aren't possible. Listen up. We've confirmed origin. The launches are from Phantom Fleet. Silver Ghost program. Autonomous American weapons systems. Launched on false detection. Space debris misidentified as strategic threat. The warheads cannot be aborted. Cannot be intercepted in sufficient numbers. Impact will occur in 2 minutes 50 seconds. We are about to witness our own weapons destroy our own cities. There's nothing we can do to stop it. God help us. God help us all. His voice breaks on that last part. 3-star general. Career military. Combat veteran. Breaking down in front of his command. Because what else can he do? What else is there? 2 minutes 45 seconds. People are pulling out phones. Calling families. Saying goodbye. Protocol is gone. Chain of command is gone. We're just people now. People watching the end. Trying to reach loved ones one last time. I'm looking at my phone. Should I call Audrey again? Should I call Meredith? What's left to say? I love you. I'm sorry. I already said it. Already said everything. I'm just watching the tracks now. Watching them fall. Denver track shows 2 minutes 38 seconds to impact. For warheads. Descending. Terminal phase. Final approach. Clara and Iris have 2:38. I'm thinking about the last time I saw them. 5 days ago, before they went to Denver, before the sleepover, Clara wanted to show me her science project. Solar system model. She made Saturn with real rings. Construction paper and wire. She was so proud. Iris wanted to play catch. We played in the backyard for 20 minutes. She kept missing, getting frustrated. I told her practice makes perfect. Keep trying. She laughed. Said she'd practice every day. Get really good. Show me next time. There won't be a next time. 2 minutes 30 seconds. I'm watching the Denver tracks. For warheads. Spreading into final trajectory. Buckley Space Force Base. Downtown Denver. Aurora. Littleton. Each one 550 kilotons. Each one. I know the effects. I know exactly what's going to happen. First the flash. Thermal pulse. Brighter than the sun. Everything within 3 miles vaporizes. Out to 7 miles, third-degree burns. Everything flammable ignites. The city will catch fire. Instant firestorm. 3 seconds later the blast wave. Overpressure. At 3 miles, total destruction. At 7 miles, severe structural damage. At 8 miles where Meredith's house is, windows shatter. Walls crack. Roofs collapse. Maybe the basement holds. Maybe. Then the fireball rises. Mushroom cloud forming. Debris sucked up into the column. Radioactive fallout beginning. The whole city will be contaminated. Radiation levels lethal. Anyone who survives the blast will die of radiation sickness in days or weeks. Clara and Iris. If they survive the initial blast, if the basement holds, they'll die of radiation. Slowly. Painfully. Nausea. Bleeding. Hair loss. Organ failure. Children dying slowly of radiation poisoning because a computer made a mistake. 2 minutes. I should have been there. Should have taken them back to Colorado Springs yesterday. Should have kept them close. Should have. Should have what? How could I know? How could anyone know that automated weapons would launch by mistake? That space debris would trigger World War III? This is my fault. Space tracking is our job. We saw the debris. We classified it correctly. Non-threatening. Standard reentry. But Phantom Fleet didn't see it that way. Phantom Fleet saw threat. Launched. And we didn't know Phantom Fleet existed until 20 minutes ago. Black programs. Classified beyond military command. Weapons we didn't know about. Systems we couldn't control. Someone decided this was a good idea. Someone authorized Phantom Fleet. Autonomous launch authority. No human in the loop. Let the computer decide. Let the algorithm make life and death choices for millions of people. And the computer chose death. 1 minute 50 seconds. The command center is quiet now. No one's talking. No one's calling anymore. We're all watching the main display. Watching the tracks converge on target. Watching American weapons destroy American cities. Watching the end. I'm thinking about Audrey. In our basement. 12 miles from Cheyenne Mountain. Colorado Springs is targeted too. 1 warhead. Cheyenne Mountain Complex. 550 kilotons. Airburst. Designed to penetrate hardened facilities. The mountain will survive. Granite and steel and blast doors. But Colorado Springs won't. 12 miles from airburst. That's moderate damage zone. Our apartment will be damaged. Maybe destroyed. Audrey might survive the blast. But the radiation. The fallout. She'll die of radiation sickness. If she survives. If. 1 minute 40 seconds. I'm watching the tracks. All of them. New York City. Chicago. Los Angeles. San Francisco. Seattle. Houston. Philadelphia. Boston. Every major city. Every population center. Military bases. Industrial centers. Government facilities. Everything. Population of targeted cities. Washington Metro, 6 million. New York Metro, 20 million. Chicago Metro, 9 million. Los Angeles Metro, 13 million. Denver Metro, 3 million. Colorado Springs, 500,000. 50 million people in the primary target zones. 50 million Americans going to die in the next 1 minute 40 seconds. And that's just immediate casualties. Thermal effects. Blast effects. The firestorms will kill millions more. The fallout will contaminate the entire country. Prevailing winds. Jet stream. Radiation spreading east. Food supplies contaminated. Water supplies contaminated. The whole nation will be a radiation zone. 100 million casualties minimum. Maybe more. Maybe 200 million. Half the country. Dead or dying. Because a computer saw space debris. 1 minute 30 seconds. General Fairchild is speaking again. His voice low. Broken. In 90 seconds we'll lose communication with most of the nation. EMP effects. Infrastructure collapse. We'll be on our own in here. Autonomous operation. Emergency protocols. But there won't be a nation left to protect. We failed. We built weapons that were supposed to keep us safe. And they killed us instead. He's right. We failed. The mission was protect the nation from attack. We didn't protect them. We killed them. Our own weapons. Our own mistake. 1 minute 20 seconds. I'm looking at my phone one more time. No messages. No calls. Audrey's not calling. Meredith's not calling. They're just waiting now. Waiting for the flash. Waiting for the end. Clara and Iris are in a basement in Denver. Probably holding each other. Probably crying. Meredith is probably trying to comfort them. Telling them it'll be okay. Lying because what else can she do? Audrey is in our basement. Probably thinking about me. About Clara and Iris. About the life we had. The life we won't have. And I'm here. Safe. Inside a mountain that will survive. Watching everyone I love die. Unable to stop it. Unable to save them. Unable to do anything except watch the tracks fall and count the seconds. 1 minute. The Denver tracks are in terminal descent. Final approach. 30,000 feet. 20,000 feet. 15,000 feet. The warheads are going terminal velocity now. Nothing can stop them. Nothing. Clara. Iris. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you. Couldn't save you. Couldn't be there with you. I love you. I love you both so much. More than anything. You're my everything. My beautiful daughters. My brave girls. And you're going to die in 45 seconds. 40 seconds. The tracks are. I'm watching. Descending. 10,000 feet. 8,000 feet. 6,000 feet. Denver. The first impact will be Denver downtown. Then Buckley. Then Aurora. Then Littleton. For impacts in sequence. Seconds apart. 30 seconds. I'm closing my eyes. I can't watch. Can't watch the impacts. Can't see the moment they die. I know it's happening. I know the timeline. But I can't watch. 20 seconds. I'm thinking about Clara's laugh. The way she laughs when something's really funny. That full body laugh. I'll never hear that laugh again. I'm thinking about Iris's smile. The way she smiles when she's proud of something. When she accomplishes something difficult. That smile that lights up her whole face. I'll never see that smile again. 15 seconds. I'm thinking about Audrey. The way she looks at me. The way she says I love you. Like she means it. Like it's the most important thing in the world. I'll never hear her say it again. 10 seconds. God. If there's a God. If anyone's listening. Please. Please let them. Let it be fast. Let them not suffer. Please. That's all I'm asking. Let it be fast. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The main display. The impacts. Denver track. All 4 warheads. Impact. The symbols change. Red. Detonation confirmed. Denver is gone. Clara and Iris are. There. I can't. I can't breathe. I can't. My daughters. My beautiful daughters. They're dead. They're dead and I'm alive and I couldn't stop it. Couldn't save them. Couldn't do anything. Washington impact. New York impact. Chicago impact. Los Angeles impact. All of them. 62 impacts. 62 mushroom clouds rising over America. 62 cities burning. 50 million people dead or dying. And it's our fault. Our weapons. Our mistake. The main display is showing EMP effects. Communications dropping. Satellite links failing. Infrastructure collapse spreading. The country is dying in real time. Everything we swore to protect. Everything we built. Everything we were. Gone. Because we trusted a computer. Because we built weapons we couldn't control. Because we thought automation was safer than human judgment. We were wrong. Someone's screaming. I think it's me. I'm not sure. Everything's. The room is spinning. I can't process this. My daughters are dead. Audrey is dead. Meredith is dead. Everyone. Everyone I love, dead. Because I couldn't stop it. Because I failed. Because I was here in safety while they burned. Whitmore is next to me, his hand on my shoulder. I can see his mouth moving. He's saying something. I can't hear him. Can't hear anything except the screaming. Except my own voice. Except the sound of my world ending. Colorado Springs impact. The display shows it. 550 kiloton. Cheyenne Mountain. The facility rocks. We feel it. Inside the mountain. Through granite and steel. The blast wave. The mountain holds. We survive. The blast doors hold. We're safe. Audrey wasn't safe. Our apartment is 12 miles from impact. That's moderate damage zone. She's dead. She has to be dead. No one survives that. No one. I'm looking at my phone. The screen. No signal. Network's down. Can't call out. Can't reach anyone. Can't confirm. Can't know for sure. But I know. I know she's gone. They're all gone. Everyone I love is dead. And I'm alive. That's my punishment. I survive. I get to live knowing I failed them. Knowing I was safe while they burned. Knowing the last thing Clara said was, "I love you, Daddy," and I'll never hear her say it again. Knowing Iris was crying and scared, and there was nothing I could do. Knowing Audrey died alone in a basement, hoping I would save her. I didn't save her. I didn't save any of them. The command center is chaos now. People breaking down. Crying. Screaming. Collapsing. We're military. We're trained for this. We're supposed to maintain composure. Maintain function. But how do you maintain composure when everything just ended? How do you function when the world just died? General Fairchild is on the secure line, trying to contact National Command Authority, trying to confirm presidential status. But I can hear his voice. He's not getting through. POC isn't responding. Washington was hit. Multiple warheads. The president is probably dead. Vice president is probably dead. Continuity of government. Who's left? Who survived? Does it matter? What nation is left to govern? 62 cities gone. 50 million dead. Infrastructure destroyed. Fallout spreading. Radiation contaminating everything. The United States of America just ceased to exist. We killed ourselves. Our own weapons. Our own mistake. And I'm recording this. Still recording. Protocol requires documentation. Even now. Even at the end. Someone needs to know what happened. Needs to know it was a mistake. Needs to know we did this to ourselves. Silver Ghost Program. Phantom Fleet. Autonomous Launch Authority. That's what killed America. Not Russia. Not China. Not terrorists. Us. We built weapons we couldn't control. We trusted computers over human judgment. We thought automation was progress. We thought removing humans from the decision loop would make us safer. We were wrong. We were so wrong. The computer saw space debris. 23 pieces of satellite wreckage re-entering atmosphere. Routine occurrence. Happens all the time. Not a threat. Never a threat. But Phantom Fleet's algorithm said threat. Said missiles. Said launch everything. And it did. It launched everything. 62 warheads. And we couldn't stop it. Couldn't abort. Couldn't override. Because by design it was unstoppable. Someone authorized that. Someone signed off on weapons that can't be stopped once launched. Someone decided the risk of enemy hacking or unauthorized abortion was worse than the risk of accidental launch. Someone made that choice, and that choice just killed 50 million Americans. I want to know who. I want to know whose signature is on the Phantom Fleet authorization, whose decision this was. But it doesn't matter. They're probably dead too. Probably died in Washington or wherever they were. Dead like everyone else. Like Clara and Iris and Audrey and Meredith and 50 million others. My console is showing radiation projections. Fallout patterns. Prevailing winds moving east. The Midwest will be contaminated within 12 hours. The East Coast will get secondary fallout within 24 hours. The entire nation will be a radiation zone within a week. There's nowhere safe. Nowhere clean. The food supply is contaminated. The water supply is contaminated. Anyone who survived the initial blasts will die of radiation sickness. Maybe months. Maybe years. But they'll die. America is dead. We killed it. Our own weapons. Our own mistake. And I'm alive to witness it. To document it. To know exactly what happened. and why and whose fault it was. My fault. Space tracking is my responsibility. I saw the debris. I classified it correctly, but I didn't know Phantom Fleet existed. Didn't know it was watching the same debris. Didn't know it would launch. How could I? It was classified above my clearance. Above NORAD's clearance. Black program. Presidential level. We weren't supposed to know. That's the problem. We built weapons in secret. Deployed them in secret. Gave them autonomous authority in secret. And when they malfunctioned, we couldn't stop them because we didn't even know they existed. Security through obscurity. Compartmentalization. Need to know. All the protocols that are supposed to keep us safe. They killed us. Because the people who needed to know didn't know. Because NORAD tracking space debris didn't know Phantom Fleet was tracking the same debris. Didn't know to send deconfliction signals. Didn't know to say false alarm, not a threat. We didn't know because we weren't supposed to know. That's what killed my daughters. Security clearances. Classification protocols. Need to know. Clara and Iris died because their father didn't have need to know. Didn't have clearance to be briefed on Phantom Fleet. Didn't know that space debris could trigger automated nuclear launch. If I'd known, if NORAD had known, we could have sent deconfliction. Could have told Phantom Fleet stand down. Could have stopped it, but we didn't know. And Clara and Iris died. And Audrey died. And 50 million others died. Because someone decided classification was more important than coordination. Because someone decided secrecy was more important than safety. I'm going to document everything. Everything I found. Everything in the Silver Ghost files. Presidential level or not, everyone needs to know. Everyone who survived needs to know what killed them. What killed America. What killed the world, because this won't stay contained. Russia and China saw 62 American nuclear detonations. They're probably launching in response. Probably assume we're attacking them next. Or they see an opportunity. America is gone. Time to finish us off. Either way, the missiles will keep flying. The warheads will keep falling. This is how the world ends. Not with enemy attack. With our own weapons launching by mistake and triggering everyone else to launch because they think they're under attack. We ended the world by accident. By computer error. By trusting automation over human judgment. This is the result. This is what progress looks like. 62 mushroom clouds over America. 50 million dead. And my daughter's among them. I'm still recording this. Still documenting. That's all I can do now. Document. Bear witness. Make sure someone knows. Make sure this mistake is remembered. Make sure if anyone survives, they know. They know it was our fault. They know we did this to ourselves. They know my daughters died because we built weapons we couldn't control. Clara. Iris. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I couldn't save you. Couldn't protect you. I love you. I love you more than anything. I hope. I hope it was fast. I hope you didn't suffer. I hope you didn't know. I hope in those last seconds you were thinking about something happy. Something good. Not about the flash or the blast or daddy who wasn't there. I hope you're together. Wherever you are. You and Iris. Together. Not alone. Not scared. Just at peace. No more fear. No more pain. Just gone. I can't keep doing this. Can't keep recording. Can't keep documenting. My daughters are dead and I'm talking into a recorder like it matters. Like documenting this changes anything. It doesn't. They're still dead. America's still gone. The world's still ending. But someone needs to know. Someone needs to understand. This was preventable. This was a choice. Someone chose to build Phantom Fleet. Someone chose autonomous launch authority. Someone chose to classify it beyond military oversight. Someone chose to remove humans from the decision loop. And that choice killed my daughters. Their names need to be remembered. Clara and Iris Zorch, 10 and 7 years old. They died in Denver, Colorado on November 3rd, 2025. They died because a computer saw space debris and thought it was missiles. They died because we built weapons we couldn't control. They died because the secure line is ringing. Someone's trying to reach us. General Fairchild is answering. I'm not listening. Don't care. What orders could matter now? What mission is there? Everyone's dead. The nation's gone. What are we supposed to do? Coordinate relief efforts for cities that don't exist anymore? Establish continuity of government for a government that just died. My console is showing something. New detection. Multiple launches. Origin Russia. Of course. Of course Russia is launching. They saw 62 American detonations. They think we attacked them. Or they see opportunity. Doesn't matter which. They're launching everything. Strategic rockets. China is launching too. Satellite detection showing multiple ICBM launches from central China. Heading east. Probably toward what's left of America. Maybe toward Russia too. Everyone's launching. Everyone's dying. The whole world is ending because we made a mistake. Because Phantom Fleet saw debris and launched. And now everyone thinks they're under attack. So everyone's launching. Mutual assured destruction. Except there was no attack. Just a mistake. Just space debris. Just the end of the world by accident. I'm watching the Russian tracks on the display. Another 40 missiles heading toward us. Toward what's left of us. Cheyenne Mountain is already targeted. We'll take more hits. The mountain will hold. Probably. Maybe. We'll survive. And for what? To live in a dead world? To breathe radioactive air? To watch everyone die of radiation sickness? Clara and Iris are already gone. At least they won't see this. Won't see the world die. Won't live through the aftermath. Maybe that's mercy. Quick death better than slow death. Better than radiation sickness. Better than starvation. Better than watching civilization collapse. I'm still holding my phone. Still hoping. Screen shows no signal. Network's completely down. Can't call anyone. Can't reach anyone. Can't confirm anything. But I know. Audrey's gone. Dead in the Colorado Springs blast. Meredith's gone. Dead in Denver. Clara and Iris. Gone. Dead. Vaporized or burned or crushed. Gone. And I'm here. Recording this. Documenting the end. Because that's what I do. That's my job. Document. Track. Analyze. Report. Even when there's no one left to report to. The Russian missiles will hit in 23 minutes. Chinese missiles in 31 minutes. More launches detected. North Korea. India. France and UK launching toward Russia. Everyone's launching. Everyone's retaliating. The whole world saw American detonations and assumed attack. So they launched. All of them. Every nuclear power. Every warhead. Strategic exchange. Global thermonuclear war. All of it triggered by mistake. By space debris. By Phantom Fleet's false detection. I'm looking at the global display now. The big board showing the whole world. Missile tracks everywhere. Hundreds of them. Thousands of warheads in flight. Every continent targeted. Every nation. Every city. Moscow will be hit. Beijing will be hit. London. Paris. Delhi. Islamabad. Pyongyang. Tokyo. Seoul. Everything. Everyone. The entire world is about to die because we made a mistake. Because one automated system misidentified space debris and launched. And everyone else saw launches and responded. And now it's unstoppable. Irreversible. The end. 7 billion people are going to die in the next hour. Most immediately. Most in the blasts and firestorms. The rest will die slower. Radiation. Starvation. Nuclear winter. The sun blocked by smoke and ash. Crops failing. Temperature dropping. Anyone who survives the initial exchange will die in the aftermath. Months. Years. Doesn't matter. They'll die. Everyone will die. The human race is ending today. November 3rd, 2025. The day we killed ourselves by accident. Whitmore is at my console. He's not saying anything. Just standing there. Watching the tracks with me. Watching the end. Your family. Colorado Springs. Denver. Do you know? Do I know? Do I know if they're dead? Yes. I know. The tracks showed impact. The detonations were confirmed. They're dead. All of them. My wife. My daughters. My sister. Dead. Burned. Gone. I know. They're gone. All of them. Denver and Colorado Springs. Both hit. They're gone. God. I'm so sorry. What's he sorry for? It wasn't his fault. Wasn't my fault. Wasn't anyone's fault. It was the computer. The algorithm. Phantom Fleet saw threat where there was no threat. Launched where it shouldn't have launched. Killed millions because it made a mistake. Because we trusted it. Because we removed humans from the decision and let the computer decide. And the computer decided wrong. My console is showing the Silver Ghost files still. Phantom Fleet specifications. Design documents. Authorization records. I'm reading them. Trying to understand. Trying to find the name. The signature. Whose decision was this? Program authorization. Presidential Directive 773. Signed by President Holloway. Date, March 15th, 2023. 2 years ago. Classified top secret. Special access program. Phantom Fleet approved for development and deployment. Purpose. Strategic deterrent with guaranteed response capability. Autonomous launch authority approved. Rationale. Eliminate human hesitation in crisis. Ensure certain retaliation. Make deterrent credible. President Holloway authorized this. Signed the order. Gave Phantom Fleet autonomous authority. Removed humans from the decision loop. Because of deterrent theory. Because enemy needs to know we'll definitely retaliate. Needs to know our weapons will launch even if leadership is killed. Even if command structure is destroyed. Autonomous weapons guarantee retaliation. Make deterrence credible. Except they didn't guarantee retaliation. They guaranteed accidental launch. They guaranteed that space debris could trigger nuclear war. They guaranteed my daughters would die because a computer made a mistake. President Holloway. That name. That signature. That's who killed Clara and Iris. Not directly. Not intentionally. But his decision. His authorization. Phantom Fleet exists because he signed the order. And Phantom Fleet killed my daughters. So President Holloway killed my daughters. Is he dead? Was he in Washington when the warheads hit? I'm checking status reports. Presidential Emergency Operations Center. POC. Communications down. No response. Probably dead. Probably died in the Washington strikes. Multiple warheads targeting DC. POC is hardened, but not invulnerable. Multiple hits. He's probably dead. Good. He should be dead. He killed 50 million Americans. He should die with them. Should burn like they burned. Should feel what Clara and Iris felt. Should. No. No, that's not right. He didn't mean to. He thought he was protecting us. Thought autonomous weapons made deterrence stronger. Thought removing human hesitation made us safer. He was wrong. He was catastrophically wrong. But he didn't intend this. Didn't want this. He made a decision. A bad decision. The worst decision. And 50 million people died because of it, including his own family. If they were in Washington, his wife, his children if he has children, dead in the same strikes, killed by the same weapons, killed by his own decision. That's justice maybe. Poetic justice. The man who authorized Phantom Fleet died because of Phantom Fleet. Killed by his own creation. His own mistake. Doesn't bring Clara back. Doesn't bring Iris back. Doesn't bring anyone back. They're still dead. Still gone. Forever. I'm thinking about the last time I saw them. 5 days ago. Saturday morning. They were excited about the Denver trip. About seeing Aunt Meredith. About the sleepover. Clara packed her own bag. So proud. So grown up. 10 years old and packing her own bag like a teenager. Iris needed help. Kept forgetting things. Toothbrush. Pajamas. Her favorite stuffed bear. Mr. Snuggles. She's had that bear since she was 2. Never sleeps without it. Probably had it with her in the basement. Probably holding Mr. Snuggles when the flash came. When she died, 7 years old. Holding a stuffed bear. Scared. Crying. Waiting for Daddy to save her. And Daddy didn't come. Daddy was 100 miles away in safety. Watching her die on a computer screen. Unable to stop it. Unable to help. Just watching. That's my punishment. I don't get to die with them. I get to live. Get to remember. Get to know I failed them. Get to know the last thing Iris heard was her sister trying to be brave. Trying to comfort her. Clara telling Iris it'll be okay. Lying because what else could she say? Big sister protecting little sister. 10 years old and trying to save her sister. And failing. Both of them dying together. Both of them scared. Both of them calling for Daddy who wasn't there. The Russian tracks are getting closer. 15 minutes to impact. Cheyenne Mountain will be hit again. Multiple warheads. The facility will hold. Probably. We're deep inside. Granite and steel. Blast doors. Filtered air. Designed to survive nuclear strikes. We'll survive. We'll be the lucky ones. We'll live to see the aftermath. Emergency protocols. Shelter in place. Maximum protection. Prepare for impact. Like we need to prepare. Like we don't know what's coming. We've trained for this. Our whole careers. Nuclear attack response. Except we trained to defend against enemy attack. Not our own weapons. Not computer error. Not the end of the world by accident. Someone's crying. Loud sobbing. I'm looking around. It's Lieutenant Gallagher. Young officer. 24 years old. Fresh from the academy. Assigned to NORAD 6 months ago. Sitting at her console. Crying. Not hiding it. Not trying to maintain composure. Just crying. Because why not? Why maintain military bearing? What military? What chain of command? What mission? It's all gone. Everything's gone. We're just people now. People waiting to die. Or waiting to wish we had died. I want to tell her it's okay. Want to comfort her. But I can't. Can't comfort anyone. Can't even comfort myself. My daughters are dead. My wife is dead. My whole world is dead. What comfort is there? What words exist for this? The display is showing casualty estimates. Real-time modeling. Current American casualties, 48 million dead. 12 million critically injured. 30 million in severe radiation zones. Expected additional casualties from fires, radiation, and infrastructure collapse, 80 million. Total projected American casualties, 140 million. Out of 330 million. Almost half. Half of America dead or dying in the next weeks. Global casualties worse. Russian strikes. Chinese strikes. Everyone strikes. Everyone's dying. Everyone. Global casualties projected at 4 billion. 4 billion people dead. Another 2 billion critically injured or in contamination zones. Expected death toll, 6 billion. Out of 7 billion. Almost everyone. Almost the entire human race. Gone. Dead. Killed by our own weapons. Killed by our own mistake. 1 billion survivors. Maybe. If the models are right. If nuclear winter isn't as bad as predicted. If infrastructure holds somewhere. If food supplies last. If radiation levels drop fast enough. Maybe 1 billion survive. For a while. Until starvation. Until disease. Until civilization collapses completely. Then they'll die too. Slower. More painfully. Watching everything end. Watching the human race die. Clara and Iris won't see that. At least. At least they died fast. Died in the flash. Didn't suffer long. Didn't starve. Didn't freeze. Didn't watch the world die. Just gone. Quick. Merciful maybe. Compared to what's coming. Compared to what survivors will endure. I keep telling myself that. Keep trying to believe it. That fast death is mercy. That they're the lucky ones. That I'm the one who will suffer. Not them. They're at peace. They're not scared anymore. Not hurting. Not waiting. Just gone. Just nothing. But I don't believe it. Don't believe death is mercy. Don't believe they're at peace. They're dead. My beautiful daughters are dead. Vaporized or burned or crushed. Dead at 7 and 10 years old. Dead because a computer saw space debris. Dead because President Holloway signed an order. Dead because we built weapons we couldn't control. Dead. Gone. Forever. And I'm here. Alive. Recording this. Documenting. Because that's my job. That's what I do. Even now. Even at the end. Document and analyze and report. Report to who? Everyone's dead. Who's listening? Who cares? But I keep recording anyway. Keep talking into this microphone. Keep documenting the end. Because what else is there? What else can I do? The Russian impacts in 12 minutes. The facility will survive. We'll survive. And then what? What do we do? Coordinate relief efforts? For cities that don't exist? Establish emergency government? For a nation that's dead? Continue the mission? What mission? Protect America? From what? America's already destroyed. By us. By our own weapons. Maybe we emerge. In weeks. In months. Radiation levels drop eventually. We come out of the mountain. See what's left. See the ruins. The bodies. The emptiness. See the world we destroyed. Then what? Rebuild? Rebuild what? For who? There's no one left. No one to rebuild for. Just survivors. Scattered. Isolated. Dying slowly. Or maybe we stay in the mountain. Stay in safety. Wait for supplies to run out. Wait to starve. Wait to die. Quick or slow. Doesn't matter. We're all dying. Just a question of when. 10 minutes to Russian impacts. I'm looking at Clara's photo on my phone. My wallpaper. Clara and Iris together. Last summer. At the park. Both smiling. Happy. Alive. That's how I want to remember them. Not burning. Not dying. Just alive. Smiling. Happy. Before all this. Before Phantom Fleet. Before space debris. Before the end. That photo is all I have left of them. Digital image on a phone. Memory in a computer. That and my own memories. Which will die when I die. When I starve or freeze or give up. Then they'll be truly gone. No legacy. No one to remember them. Just gone. Like they never existed. Except they did exist. Clara and Iris Sorch. My daughters. 10 and 7 years old. Clara wanted to be an engineer. Iris wanted to be a veterinarian. Clara liked science. Iris liked animals. Clara was serious. Responsible. Big sister. Iris was playful. Curious. Little sister. They existed. They lived. They mattered. And they died. For nothing. For space debris. For computer error. For our mistake. 8 minutes. 7 minutes to Russian impacts. I should move to shelter. Inner chambers. Maximum protection. That's protocol. That's survival. But I'm staying here. At my console. Watching the tracks. Watching the end. If the mountain doesn't hold. If the granite fails. If the blast doors break. Then I die too. Quick. Like Clara and Iris. Like Audrey. Quick death. Better than slow. Better than surviving. But the mountain will hold. It always holds. Designed for this. Built for this. Cheyenne Mountain survives everything. Everyone inside survives. Everyone outside dies. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. The important people survive. The rest die. Clara and Iris weren't important. Not to Phantom Fleet. Not to the algorithm. Not to the system. Just 2 more casualties. 2 more data points. 7 and 10 years old. Acceptable losses for strategic deterrent. Acceptable collateral damage for Autonomous Launch Authority. 6 minutes. General Fairchild is ordering final shelter protocols. Everyone to inner chambers. Maximum protection posture. Battle stations. Like we're fighting a battle. Like there's an enemy. There's no enemy. Just us. Just our own weapons. Just our own mistake. But we follow protocol anyway. Because that's what we do. Follow orders. Follow procedures. Even when the procedures killed 50 million Americans. Even when following orders means surviving while everyone else dies. I'm not moving. Not going to inner chambers. Staying here. At my console. Doing my job. Tracking the inbound Russian missiles. Documenting their approach. Recording impact data. That's my job. Track and document. Even now. Even when there's no one left to read the documentation. Even when it doesn't matter. I'm still doing my job. 5 minutes. The tracks are descending. Terminal phase. 20 Russian warheads targeting Cheyenne Mountain Complex. 20. They're making sure. Making absolutely sure the facility is destroyed. Each warhead probably 1 megaton. Ground burst. Penetrating. Designed to crack bunkers. To kill hardened targets. They'll fail. The mountain will hold. Granite too deep. Blast doors too strong. We'll feel it. We'll shake. But we'll survive. Clara didn't survive. She was in a basement. Standard residential basement. Not hardened. Not protected. Not important enough to protect. Just a basement in a house in Denver. 8 miles from impact. Severe damage zone. The basement didn't hold. Couldn't hold. Not against 550 kiloton ground burst. Not against 4 warheads. Not against that much energy. The basement collapsed. Or the house collapsed on top of it. Or the thermal pulse got through. Or she just died. Her and Iris. Both of them. Dead in that basement because it wasn't hardened enough. Wasn't important enough. Wasn't Cheyenne Mountain. For minutes. I'm recording this. All of this. For who? For what? There's no one left to hear it. No one left to care. But I'm recording anyway. Someone needs to know. Someone needs to understand what happened. How it happened. Why 50 million Americans died. Why the world ended. Why my daughters are dead. Phantom Fleet. That's why. Silver Ghost Program. Presidential Directive 773. President Holloway's signature. Autonomous Launch Authority. Guaranteed response capability. Deterrent credibility. All the justifications. All the reasons. All adding up to this. Adding up to my daughters dying. Adding up to the end of the world. The directive is still on my screen. I'm reading it again. The rationale section. Removal of human decision-making in nuclear response eliminates hesitation. Eliminates doubt. Ensures certain retaliation. Makes deterrent absolutely credible. Enemy knows our weapons will launch automatically. Knows we cannot hesitate. Cannot negotiate. Cannot fail to respond. This certainty prevents war. This certainty keeps us safe. End. This certainty killed us. This certainty destroyed America. This certainty ended the world. Because the computer didn't hesitate. Didn't doubt. Didn't question. It saw space debris. Classified threat. Launched everything. Certain response. Guaranteed retaliation. Against space debris. Against nothing. Against ourselves. 3 minutes. Whitmore is still here. Didn't go to inner chambers either. Standing next to me. Looking at the same screen. Reading the same directive. Zorch. This is unforgivable. This should never have been authorized. Never deployed. Autonomous nuclear weapons. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? They were thinking about deterrence. About credibility. About preventing war. They thought removing humans made us safer. Thought computers were more reliable. More rational. Less prone to error. They were wrong. Completely catastrophically wrong. Humans might hesitate. Might doubt. Might question. But humans don't mistake space debris for missiles. Humans don't launch nuclear weapons by accident. Humans don't end the world because of algorithm error. Sir, they were thinking they were protecting us. Making deterrence stronger. Preventing, they thought. They thought wrong. That's all. They thought wrong. Your daughters. Your family. Because of this. Because someone thought computers were better than human judgment. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean anything. But I'm sorry. 2 minutes. Sorry doesn't bring them back. Sorry doesn't undo this. Sorry doesn't stop the Russian warheads descending right now. Sorry is just word. Just sound. Just nothing. Clara and Iris are still dead. Still gone. Forever. And sorry doesn't change that. The Russian impacts. The tracks are 1 minute 30 seconds. Descending. Final approach. 20 warheads. All targeting this facility. All targeting us. All trying to kill us. Because they think we attacked them. Because they saw 62 American detonations and assumed war. Assumed attack. Responded accordingly. Launched everything. Killed everyone. Because that's what you do when you think you're under attack. You launch. You retaliate. You destroy the enemy. Except there was no attack. No enemy. Just mistake. Just space debris. Just the end. 1 minute. I'm thinking about Clara's last words. I love you, Daddy. Bye. That's what she said. Simple. Normal. Like I'd see her tomorrow. Like this was just temporary. Just Daddy working late. Not goodbye forever. Not the last time. Just I love you. Bye. And I said I love you too. Bye. And hung up. And 3 minutes later she died. Burned or crushed or just died. And I love you was the last thing I said to her. Last thing she said to me. That's something. That's important. We said I love you. Last words. Final words. We said what mattered. Not goodbye. Not sorry. Just I love you. That's enough. Has to be enough. Because there's nothing else. Nothing more. Just those words. I love you. The last gift I could give her. The last thing she needed to hear. I love you. 30 seconds. The impacts are. I'm watching. The tracks converging. 20 warheads. All targeting Cheyenne Mountain. All descending. Terminal velocity. Nothing can stop them. Nothing. Just like nothing could stop Phantom Fleet. Just like nothing could stop the mistake. Nothing stops anything anymore. Everything just happens. Just ends. Just 20 seconds. The facility is shaking already. Anticipatory tremors. Seismic sensors detecting the approaching warheads. Warning alarms. Automated systems. Everyone in inner chambers except me and Whitmore. Just us. Just watching. Just waiting. 15 seconds. Clara. Iris. Audrey. Meredith. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I couldn't save you. Couldn't stop this. Couldn't be there. I love you. All of you. I love you so much. You're everything. You were everything. You're gone. And I'm still here. Still alive. Still talking. Still recording. Still doing my job like it matters. Like anything matters anymore. 10 seconds. This is Major Silas Sorge. NORAD Space Command. Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Final entry. November 3rd, 2025. Time is 03:21 Zulu. Russian strategic strikes inbound. 20 warheads targeting this facility. Impact in 10 seconds. American casualties confirmed. 62 detonations. Estimated 140 million dead or dying. Cause: Phantom Fleet autonomous launch. False detection. Space debris misidentified as strategic threat. Computer error. Our own weapons. Our own mistake. My daughters, Clara and Iris Sorge, 10 and 7 years old, died in Denver. Killed by American warheads. Killed by Phantom Fleet. Killed by Presidential Directive 773. Killed by Autonomous Launch Authority. Killed by our mistake. My beautiful daughters. Gone. Forever. This is my final documentation. This is my testimony. This is the truth. America destroyed itself. Not enemy attack. Not terrorism. Not war. Just mistake. Just computers seeing space debris and launching nuclear weapons. Just algorithm error. Just the end. Someone needs to know. If anyone survives. If anyone finds this recording. You need to know. This was preventable. This was choice. Someone chose autonomous weapons. Someone chose to remove humans from decision loop. Someone chose computers over judgment. And that choice killed my daughters. Killed America. Killed the world. Don't do it again. Don't build weapons you can't control. Don't trust computers over humans. Don't. Don't make our mistake. Don't let this happen again. Don't. 5 seconds. Impact in 5, 4, 3. The mountain is. The structure is. We're. I can feel. The blast is. The lights are. Everything's. The console is. Power fluctuating. Backup systems. Emergency. The whole facility is shaking. Can't stand. Can't. The blast doors. Are they holding? Can't tell. Can't see. Everything's. Too much. Too loud. The mountain is. It's. Clara. Iris. I'm coming. Maybe maybe we'll. If the doors. If the mountain. If. I love you. I love. Transmission degrades. Heavy static. The secondary. Wave. It's. Again. Another. How many? Can't. The granite. Is it? Is the mountain? Are we? Oh God, the breach. Is that? I'm hearing. Air pressure. Drop. The seals. Are the seals? No. The radiation. The air. It's coming. Coming inside. The filters. Failed. How? How did? Audio breaks, structural sounds, collapse. Clara. If somehow. I tried to. Couldn't save.